Hello, my name is Steve Roberts. I live in Toowoomba, southwest Queensland, with my wife and two young children with a baby due next year. And I have questions about the impending mandate for children as young as 5 to be vaccinated against COVID-19. My first reason for questioning this is, what are the long-term effects and benefits of this vaccine, when clearly we can see in the media that it cannot prevent you from getting COVID-19, and also the recovery rate from COVID-19 is also very high for young children. So why do we need to be injecting this and also forcing this on our children, especially when it's of our own consent and our own decision? And the government are also telling us that we're unable to have these freedoms if we decide to be unvaccinated as well. I have serious concerns about this and what the direction is for our country. As a parent, I have deep concerns for my young children who have not experienced life as many of us in this group have. I grew up fairly free in the country, playing games with my brothers and sisters, living a very free life, going to town, doing all those things at athletic carnivals, playing sports, going to musicals, experiencing life as a family community without devices and things like pandemics to scare everybody. My son and my daughter are experiencing this at the moment, and it's making me very sad. They worry when they see us on the devices, and we talk about COVID and family like it's something going on in town. It makes me very sad because they're growing up in this country, seeing their parents become scared and also become very worried about their own livelihoods, let alone their kids. I grew up as a teenager. I went to school. Played sport, went overseas, went to university, worked at different vocations. I've had a business. I played at a good level of sport and experienced all these freedoms that we should have as human beings. I've paid my taxes. I've done all the right things by the government, by the states. And here we are. We've been forced into a decision that we're not sure about. We're entitled to ask questions as parents. We're entitled to ask questions as human beings. This is the forced controls that we are experiencing here is nothing like I've ever seen in my entire life. Maybe when the war days were on, the great wars, we had to make decisions about whether we want to fight for our country. And we knew there was a reason why we had to stick up for our country. And I'd do that. I'd be the first one there, hands down, to pick up a rifle and fight for my countrymen. But I'm not going to fight for a government or a group of people who are coercing people into having something put in their body that I don't know is going to be beneficial for them. So you're asking me to pick up a rifle and fight for my country when you're behind my back trying to put something into my child which could potentially be fatal. You've got to be kidding me. I'm a parent with questions. My name is Steve Roberts, and I urge parents out there to get onto this website, start asking questions, building up our community, because we are entitled as Australians, as adults and parents, we are entitled to know what the effects of this are. Please join me. Let's band together and work together to find a solution.